the good episodes are what we always remember best. And to basically prove that, I'm making a new series. It is called The Brilliance of, where I basically go into episodes of a specific series that you guys may like, and I talk about an episode that has almost absolutely nothing to hate about it, and has become a solid thing that we can enjoy and appreciate its beauty with. This is The Brilliance of. And our first episode with The Brilliance of is The Brilliance of Gem Day. I've said before that Gem Day was my favorite episode of Trolls The Beat Goes On. That was before Bye Bye Bunker came along, and that's next. But Gem Day was by far a solid episode of Season 7. And a lot of Trolls fans who've watched the show have claimed that Gem Day is their favorite episode. And it's no doubt why. It's a very, very great episode that has a lot of interest within it. Okay, that's not really fitting well. Okay, so let's get ready to talk about Gem Day and why I think it's a solid, perfect episode that don't really have a lot of problems. Anyway, let's get started. The episode basically starts out with Poppy reading from a scrapbook.
Troll Scrapbook, Volume 31, Chapter 7, The Origin of Troll Gems. On the day a troll baby gets its first hair, it's cut.
I let Poppy explain that part because once the troll baby's hair is cut, it's put into the ground and fertilized. Not that way. It's fertilized by joy and happiness. And by the time it's done, they get their gem, celebrating all their joy and their milestones.
After that, I present the gem to the troll before the whole village to honor them for embracing their joy.
Hey, look, another branch picture. Interesting. Also, once again, I love how she's telling that to the kids.
Is it true that your gem glows when it hears you sing?
It does, and it is absolutely awesome.
When will we get ours, Queen Poppy? Won't be long now. Most trolls' gems bloom right around your age. Though sometimes it does take a little longer.
I absolutely love that you do mention that. The idea that this stuff does take longer, especially when it comes to a specific amount of trolls. That is perfect. Also, another thing that a lot of people are going to think is, how in the world would they celebrate Gem Day? They never mentioned anything about the gems. But here, so clear, therefore, this is off. I actually disagree with that. Because think about this. If there was no evidence to contradict the fact that Gem Day could exist, then therefore, it's okay for Gem Day to just come out of nowhere and exist. Bite me!
Poppy! Did you hear? Meadow Sprig says my gem sprouted this morning.
Of course I heard, Branch.
I absolutely love that. Also, this one moment is basically, well, not a moment. This whole episode is basically designed to basically make you feel proud of Branch, and I absolutely love that character way.
Sure, fair point. All I mean is, I did it. I actually became a joyful person.
You did, Branch. I'm so proud of you.
I love how the kids are just there. Like, the kids are still there, but they're disregarded a lot of the time. It's pretty funny. Honey, this is the only thing I'm not really a fan of with Gem Day, is basically that they have these zoom-ins all the time.
I'm just kidding. Come here, you.
Aww.
But this day is super important. Okay, see you soon.
Yeah, I don't even get that zoom in. I really don't. That's the only thing I'm not really a fan of with Gem Day. That's it. Because it just feels like wonky editing, you know? It feels like wonky, like, it's kind of like wonky filmmaking, you know? Anyway, they head to Sky Toronto's factory, and they make a lot of the gem toys, and well, not toys, more like gem stuff and everything like that. But when Poppy trips...
Wow,
Cake is a gummy replica of Branch's gem.
this is crazy. They're almost identical.
See, here's the thing, though. A lot of people would probably think, why would you do this? But here's the thing. The real gem, anyway, and the fake, the gummies, they're supposed to be, they're supposed to be identical. But the thing is, the gem does not have a shadow, unlike this thing. So, yeah, the animators know what they're doing. Also, there's a different pattern and curve on the gem than there is on the replica. Now, here's the thing. We would be scared for moments like this, but you'd already know which one is the gem. It's the one in the bowl because of the fact that there's a different outline and shape. See it?
Wow, I'm just so impressed. Now, let's talk presentation boxes for the real gem.
Poppy then slips on some icing, but the gem doesn't break because it's a gummy. And we realize that the real gem has been sent out and put on a cupcake for the risk of being eaten.
Ruin his special day. Just split up and check the cupcakes as fast as you can. Go team!
A lot of people would be like, this is stupid. Why in the world would why wouldn't you just tell the people that Branch's gem is in one of their cupcakes and they could just go look for it? See, here's the thing. If that were to happen, then, they'd freak out about it. Or they'd be like, why are you, and they'd be like, oh God, no. They'd be so worried about the fact that Branch's gem is lost. That information could also be heading to Branch if it was spread out publicly. So, yeah. This plan makes perfect sense.
Hey, Bella, mind if I see your cupcake?
Also, Bella kind of almost looks like Autumn's design, except different hair and stuff like that. They keep checking the cupcakes until it finally gets to Biggie.
Of course you can have the first bite.
Momo tickles on that.
They stop here, and I feel like everyone else notices that this is the exact same scream bite that they used in the safety episode. You know, the I'll be watching you. And yet, when we see it, there is no scream coming from Poppy. Now, a lot of people would be like, well, this is uncharacteristic of the trolls. Why in the world would they, react all shocked and everything? Well, because think about it. They slapped a cupcake out of his hand. That wouldn't really be a kind thing to do, would it?
Poppy, why did you do that?
Branch! Why did I do it? Because slapping cupcakes is the newest craze. Everyone's doing it.
Really? Because that sounds... Slaptastic!
Look, it's the trolls. They can make up whatever stupid crap they want, and it'll work. That's why that is totally fine by me. And that has gotten everyone to do it, and therefore, that made it harder to find the cupcakes.
So it seems like we made finding the gem way harder.
Yes, you did. So the next thing they do is they invite DJ Suki over to use a boombox because the gem glows whenever its owner sings. Good job using that past information episode. Wouldn't the gem stop glowing after the music stopped playing? That's something weird. But then again, they'd still be able to find it because they know it's in that area. Back when I watched this episode the first time, I'd be like, why are you just holding it out like that? You're basically screaming for someone to basically hit it and have the plot be changed up. You'd be like, this is stupid. But here's the thing. The two were they're all caught up in the moment, and nobody would just hide under a bush just to smack a cupcake. It's there to basically be like, you need to come out of nowhere. And obviously, it's 6 minutes in. The episode wouldn't just end 6 minutes in, so there has to be a moment that it just comes out. And Biggie hiding behind the bush, just bush and everything, would actually be a plausible thing. Beat that! Biggie slaps the cupcake, and Branch's gem breaks.
I've never heard a cupcake shatter before. Bonus!
Heck, a lot of people would be like, well, he should have known that it was real. Well, chances are they probably would have thought it was a hard candy. See what I mean?
I mean, there might be hope. I mean, it might be okay.
The gag is funny. Look, the gag may be old, but here's the thing. The joke is good because of this.
I mean...
They actually know it's like, okay, you need to stop doing it. Like, it allows you to have the time to be like, okay, Hey, the joke was funny. Okay, the joke's getting old. Cut it out. They know, the scriptwriters know exactly what they're doing.
No, 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 no! I ruined Branch's troll gem!
You didn't ruin it. Biggie did.
He's gonna be crushed.
I love the word you used, crushed, as in like you crushed the gem. I do love how Poppy, just clutches the gem stuff. It's pretty cute. It might be a sign of Bobby, but I'm not making it too hard.
Perhaps not.
Can't that be?
If you plant another strand of Branch's hair, it's possible to grow a brand new gem. But for it to blossom in time for the ceremony, Branch would need to feel a burst of overwhelming joy.
Hey, guess what? That actually is not contradictory and not contrived either. This is definitely plausible. Why? Because of the fact that nobody ever said that you couldn't do it again. It's totally possible to grow another gem from another troll's hair. Once again. It also is able to show that to feel a burst of overwhelming joy. That is a rare occasion, and not a lot of trolls do it, so it actually increases the whole intensity and impossibility meter to make it much more suspenseful. So the writers know what they're doing.
Like he's never experienced before. Now, if you don't mind, I'll be disappearing back into the shadows.
The characters' facial expressions make that joke better, because we all feel that same way. We're like, okay, we get it. So they head off to the ceremony.
Where are they?
I don't think anyone's kidding here, but a lot of people legitimately thought that Branch was being coronated as king or something when he was wearing that. Everyone did, including myself.
Poppy!
Does anyone realize that Poppy's now wearing that same robe? She'll wear that same robe in World Tour. The hints are right there, everybody.
Where have you been?
Putting on my ceremonial.
Absolutely subtle Broppy moment, and honestly, it's my favorite of the episode because I love subtlety. They think about taking a picture, and that allows DJ Suki to plant the hair, but they keep on doing a lot of this stuff.
As in, joyful?
I mean, I guess I'm a little.
In that case, Branch, allow me to reiterate. You look really nice.
Yeah! Branch, you look so nice. I could stare at you all night.
Why Poppy does not find this creepy, I don't know, but I love how Branch says it.
That makes me feel awkward.
Even I was like, okay, that is clearly creepy. It's like stalker territory, and you don't want that. I mean, unless you're talking to your spouse or your BFG of whatever, there's no person who can just be like, I'm gonna stare at you all night. It's creepy. And because of the awkwardness, the hair stops growing.
Yeah, and you know what makes me feel joy, Branch?
Baby's playing with Poppy!
Honestly, this is full of that's like online video worthy. And to me anyway, that is the cutest thing that the series has ever given us. Not kidding. The best. It's the cutest that they've ever given us. So they know how to get your emotion. That's what they're trying to do. Is they're building up the emotion. They're trying to build up the emotion, one, by showing you the whole baby and puppies thing, to hit at your heartstrings and make them weaker so that the emotional moment hits much harder. Even the animators and everybody who worked on Gem Day knew exactly what they're doing. So adorable, God. Okay, I'm starting to smile a bit. Oh, that's so cute. See what I mean? See what I mean? Anyway, this is by far the funniest quote I've ever heard from Poppy.
Poppy, what is going on?
Okay, Branch. I didn't want it to come to this, but it's time to bring out the big funds.
The big funds. That is super clever wordplay. You'd think of time to bring out the big guns, but now it's bring out the big funds. And I love it. So they immediately think of tickling. Except, Branch has enough with the tickling. And at that point, Poppy and the rest give up and fess up.
Really sorry. I know how much today means to you. And you can't have a gem day without a gem, so take mine.
That is a really kind offer. And does anyone notice the subtlety of Poppy's gem being a heart? I feel like DreamWorks is saying something here.
What?
It's not as good as...
Hey, look, crappy lip syncing, but guess what? What? The lip syncing goes immediately right back on track. So obviously, there is absolutely no punishment, or at least, no callbacks.
having yours, but at least you'll always have a reminder of all you've accomplished.
I feel like that's a better symbol if you know what I mean. It may not be his gem, but guess what? It's a heart explaining that we love you for all the stuff that you have. It's my reminder that of all you've accomplished. It's her gem. It's a heart. Do you see the connection here?
Poppy, no. This is too important to you.
I have that image right there on Instagram. I'm just telling you. This, honestly, when I saw this, I reacted. I was like, this is the closest we ever get to a Broppy moment. I almost thought they were going to immediately dive in even more at that specific moment. And I love that way. Like, they make you think, oh my god, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. And then they cut away, and it's like, no! But seriously, I still keep this I'm gonna take off the subtitles. I'm still keeping that image. And in fact, that's gonna be the thumbnail. The reason why is because that is the biggest symbolism that we've gotten in this series. You wanna know why? Is because of the heart, Poppy's hand, Branch's hand, and it's unified. That's the kind of thing that I see. I think that I'm diving too much into that kind of symbolism, because it's hard to because everyone's gonna now basically be like, oh, everything's a symbol now. But I feel like DreamWorks wouldn't, have a shot like this unless they were trying to tell us something.
You can't give me your gem.
Yeah, Poppy, you shouldn't do that. Take my gem.
And everyone else offers up their own gems.
You shouldn't do that. Harder to get your gem than we did.
Sorry, it's really hard to get to that point that I want to show you. So everyone offers, even DJ Suki. And this is by far the one moment that almost legitimately got me into tears.
Guys, really?
You deserve this, Branch.
You worked a lot harder to get your gem than we did.
You're the last troll that should go without one, dude.
Come on, Branch.
I absolutely love it. Also, did anyone realize that Ron Funches and Walt Dorn are working on this show? So the connections between the movies and the series are obviously there. Of course, Branch feels the overwhelming joy, and we get, by God, the best animation in this series. Seriously, that animation is so beautiful, I can't take it. Like, by God. Branch's gem comes out of it, and they have this whole thing. I love the score in this thing. The score just proves that, like, the triumph, you know?
Branch, it is my honor as your queen and as your friend.
I hate when they do that, but you know what? If it means Broppy in World Tour, I'll take it.
To present you with your gem. May it always shine as bright as your joyful spirit.
Branch takes his gem, and they ultimately initiate it. And that is our final image. I'm not kidding. I love this image to death. I love the harmony in between it all, and I love the glowing gem stuff. I just love it. So that is Gem Day. It's honestly a perfect episode. I can't find anything wrong with it. If there was something wrong, something wrong, it'd immediately be proven otherwise. Gem Day just has that special way of appealing to the emotion, and that's what I absolutely love about it. It's my second favorite episode of the show, under Bye Bye Bunker, because of the reason why I consider Bye Bye Bunker better than Gem Day specifically is because back then we had the controversy of thinking that Show Poppy is just awful in every way because of the fact that she doesn't appreciate Branch for being who he is. Bye Bye Bunker told us that Poppy did love Branch for who he is. So that's what I like, is that it basically says, yeah, remember your controversy? Well, here's our Poppy saying, yeah, that controversy ain't true anymore. And we'll discover that in the next Brilliance of. But seriously, Gem Day is a special episode to me and so many other Trolls fans. So, if you enjoyed Gem Day and you want to explain why you absolutely love this episode, then hit that like, well, I don't like saying that. But then let me know in the comments. I almost said hit that like. I'm like, no, don't say that. Anyway, let me know in the comments. I always respond and give hearts in the comments, so obviously I will be speaking to a lot of you, and I would love to hear how you guys love Gem Day. I've got much more projects, but this was another one that I said I was going to do, but I kept forgetting to do, so I decided to do it now while I had the chance. So, hopefully on Saturday in the morning, I will do the Brilliance of Bye Bye Bunker. If you have any other Brilliance of episodes that you really want me to talk about, then please let me know. I am down to do it. Anyway, thank you all so much, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!